precisely 20, let me say 2018, I started borrowing from loan apps. But that time, not that I did borrow like that, just immediate needs. Then I wasn't borrowing, I was just borrowing from fear. No, no, there was no fair money at that time. I think Carbon, pay later. They called themselves pay later at that time. So it wasn't that serious. But the problem started around 2020, immediately after COVID. I think so. I think it's immediately after COVID. What happened was that I'm a software developer. At that time, about 10 years of experience. So I was really doing well in a way. Not that I'm very, very buoyant like that, but at least a bit comfortable. So I wanted to expand my horizon. I wanted to expand my business. Like, okay, let me start poetry because someone introduced me to poetry and all that. So I wanted to start a poetry business, and then I told myself, okay, let's start a poetry business. I invested about, I think, a 1 million or thereabouts. It's not up to a million. So I bought belts and everything. And bird na poultry. If you know the shop, if you know chop, your birds must eat. That was the beginning of sorrow. So the money I was expecting some money. I was expecting my clients to pay me and the salary and all that. But unfortunately for me, nothing. I couldn't get the money I was expecting. So, and I've been borrowing from don't have just maybe sometimes if I don't need the money, I mean, if I'm really boxed, or maybe I want to use the money for something very, very urgent, I'll just get, not knowing that I was digging my financial grave. So, unfortunately for me, something somehow happened. I borrowed money from Fair Money and many people on other loan apps, Carbon or thereabouts. And I realized that that business, I was running the business as in poultry business with their money. And that thing they affect as in 30%, 15%, 20% on loan. That business was literally crumbling. So the only thing I could remember at that time, because it's over 4 years now, so I don't want to. And let me just paraphrase so that I will not waste time. One thing happened. I didn't have money to buy feed, so I had to borrow from 2 or 3 loan apps. That was the beginning of sorrow, and I couldn't pay the money back. The money I was expecting did not come. Did not show up. And the moment I borrowed that money, you know what happened? My board, I one bird flu or something, not bird flu specifically. Like that was a major sickness that about 10 of them died. So I had to, so they couldn't lay on daily basis. So from 60, I mean from 6 crates per day, dropped to about a day. I mean 1 crate or 2 crates per day, and I have loan to pay. That was the origin of my problem. So I started borrowing from different loan apps to pay because of the threats, the call, everything. And